This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national...
Chance, surely! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ruben Neves. Alexander-Arnold. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's really well manoeuvred. No, he's just misjudged that one. Koundé. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi, and he welcomes it in. It's Adriano! Kvaratskhelia. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Brilliantly cut out. Rafinha. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. There could be trouble here. Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Bojan, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Arsenal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And the through ball. Now it's Rafinha. Kvaratskhelia is having a shot! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most convincing of passes. McAllister. So what can they make of this? He's picked his way through. That'll do under the circumstances. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's McAllister. That's tidy. Now here's the delivery. Shot a goal! It's hit the upright. Bojan. Bruno Fernandes. Spread out to the left. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's looking wide. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now Mbappe. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. That's a lovely, neat pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Saliba. Out to the left it goes. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution in progress.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Rafinha. Mbappe pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And he is going into that little black book. Rafinha, who does have an assist to his name. Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Shot could be on. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Koundé. Saliba. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Hazard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Takes the shot! Kvaratskhelia. And Rafinha. Nice looking ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is lovely. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bruno Fernandes. Pressure coming in from all directions. Quality ball. Kane. Robertson. And here's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Fernandez. Mbappe. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zanetti. Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bojan Krkic in acres of space out wide. Robertson. And it's Robertson. Kane is herring after that one. Now it's McAllister. Ekitike. Now it's Mbappe. And back to the keeper they go. McAllister. Now he's got space here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And now he has two.
Substitution for us. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Mbappe.
Arsenal go into the lead.
77.
This is the perfect example of how to play where the man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them.
Applies the finish!
Vinicius Junior.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that early. Decent chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ruben Neves. Arsenal finding their passes. It's run loose here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
up in no man's land. He's away! Real chance! Really well taken goal. And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again.
Added minute has been indicated.
And with that, and he shoots! Brought out the best in the keeper. Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Tries to... He's got tall! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it. Akanji. Played back in. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Arsenal come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And it's Zanetti. Kvaratskhelia. Under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Mbappe. Ambitious ball here. He is... There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's managed to get free. They're urging him to shoot. In by Bojan. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Forlan. He's looking wide. And they're back on the ball again. And this is Bojan. He might be in here. And Bojan! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! Not so fast. Not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
De Bruyne, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Now there's the clearance. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Forlan.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Threads one in. He's shifting through the gears here. Moved on forwards. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Yokohama F. Marinos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Mbappe. And the shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Zanetti. Caicedo. Rudiger. In with the challenge. And it's gone back to the keeper. Oh, terrible pass. Koundé. De Bruyne. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Rudiger does well to stand firm and defend it. And here's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bojan. Bruno Fernandes. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found the way through. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Arsenal have been pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Yokohama F. Marinos get the ball rolling for the second period. Forlan, it's Forlan! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Takes aim and crosses. And he's taking no chance. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Yokohama F. Marinos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the finish! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Kunde. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Mbappe. Kukçu gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That could spell trouble. Zanetti. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Bojan. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Mbappe. Kukçu. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. And he's running through. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. Xavi Alonso, Caicedo, and here's Mbappe. De Bruyne, spread it left. Kvaratskhelia. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice looking ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. This looks promising. Oh, super find. Goes for a shot! Cleared away. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely, now then. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! they have done it. We thought the dream was gone, but back they have come.
Well, Peter, you just have to praise his ability to stand up and be counted. It's brilliant.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Coming on the field.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put.
Can he finish? He has done it! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
72 minutes.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Koundé. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. That has not gone well. Koundé. And it's De Bruyne. Rafinha. Now there's a chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post.
Arsenal clearly might still do this. Intensity level and focus are all very good, even at this late stage now.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Batistuta looking understandably energised after his goal. Bojan. And he welcomes it in. This might spell danger. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Arsenal, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. On the cusp of going up, and this can make it real.
Yeah, we all know there's huge pressure on him, Peter, but he looks to me like he can handle it.
Goal! Arsenal! As close to a certainty as can be.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. 5 minutes to add. And it's De Bruyne.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Rudiger with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it? Well, what possessed them to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. De Bruyne. Alexander-Arnold. That's a good ball. Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. And the referee brings it to a close. A statement win on a crucial